the Horoscope and a couple of the other Randumb Studio games that we're going to play. Um, I know it's been a while since I've streamed, and I know that we were going to do Metal Gear Rising or continue with it, but it is thundering and lightning out, so I don't know how long the stream's going to be, but we're going to try to get it through as many of these games as possible. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of the entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer. Answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. Also, this is supposed to predict how I'm going to die, which is pretty cool. We all want a positive outcome. We don't always get what we want, however. What you'll find here may be disturbing. The truths you uncover, you'll want the truth. Wait, the truths you'll uncover. Do you want the truth? If you're sure, then continue. This process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. As you see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your future. I didn't read that right. As long as the answers you provide to the questions are asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Epic. Call it natural intuition, a sixth sense if you like. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain working as a defense mechanism. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop a situation required to answer your question the way that it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are all about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Most likely information that you could regret learning. Ooh. Ready, set, go. Are you afraid of the dark? No. Would you consider yourself to be a loner? Well, I am currently sitting here at 9 p.m. Doing nothing, but I am a very sociable person. I did sacrifice going somewhere with people to do this, so yes, I guess so. Do you ever feel alone even when in a crowd? Well, that's kind of not really. If you knew the date of your best friend's death, would you tell them? They would think I was crazy. But yeah, I would probably bring it up to them. Have you ever been in a physical fight? I've not. Are you uncomfortable in deep open water? Insanely. If you could give up your friends to become rich and famous, would you? No. I mean, okay, I don't have too many friends, but I don't think I would give them up just to be rich and famous. That's pretty shallow. If you looked into a crystal ball and saw that love of your life was going to hurt you badly, would you leave them? Um, I mean, this has already kind of happened. I guess I'd leave them. Would you consider yourself to be courageous? Actually, I would not have left. Probably. I'd probably whatever. Doesn't matter. Would you consider yourself to be courageous? Um, Depends on the situation, but I would say for the most part, sure. Would you consider yourself to be a shallow person? I don't think so. Do you fear the unknown? A little bit. Does answering a ringing phone give you anxiety? It really depends on who calls, but I would say for the most part, no. Calling people is a different thing. It's just like I don't want to call them. If you found a suitcase full of money, would you keep it? It depends on how I acquired this suitcase full of money. I would say if it's just a suitcase with no identification or anything, then yeah. Does the name John mean anything to you? I know a couple Johns. John is another name for a toilet. I guess it means something. Would you consider yourself to be manic? What does manic mean? Google. Define manic. Showing wild, apparently deranged excitement and energy. Yeah. Do you get bored easily? Yeah. I always have to be doing something. Do you ever take dangerous and unnecessary risks? Sometimes. Would you consider yourself to be a thrill seeker? Nah, I don't think that. When you die, would you like to be cremated? I would prefer to be cremated, I think, over just being buried. Would you ever kill an animal under any circumstances? Yes. I need to eat. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Incredibly. Ladies, are you a jealous person? Uh, I think I can be. I'm not really, but to be empathetic. Yeah, I'm usually to my detriment. Do you like animals more than people? I can't really have a conversation with animals. So that's it no. Are you a virgin? This is all very interesting. Do you love your mother? Yeah, of course. Do you love your father? I guess so. Do you enjoy taking long, relaxing walks? Yeah. Is Halloween one of your favorite holidays? Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Do you believe in a higher power of any kind? I'm sure there's something out there. I don't think any of the prescribed narratives are accurate, but if Satan were watching your every move and you knew it, would you feel uncomfortable? I guess a little bit. Do you partake in any form of drug activity? Um, no, I don't think. No, I guess does caffeine count? That's what I'm like. I guess I don't think that counts. Everybody does that. Do you drink alcohol? No. Do you have a sexual fantasy that you consider bizarre or uncommon? Bizarre or uncommon? I don't. I'm pretty boring. When it comes to that. Do you thrive under pressure? Uh, if it's insane pressure, it's weird. If it's insane pressure, I usually do okay. If it's a little bit of pressure, then I usually buckle for some reason. But I would say not thrive. Doesn't specify. Would you consider the end of the world? No, I don't think I would end the world. It's gonna die slowly. Do you sometimes hope for the coming of a zombie apocalypse? Hold on. I need to send a text message. I don't. Max. Sorry for the dog. Um, have you ever killed an animal? I've killed like mosquitoes. That counts. No. Uh, if it's a dead person, probably. But if it's a live person, like if I would have to kill them, I would say no. I don't know. That'd be kind of gross. Do you like guns? I guess I'm indifferent. Do you like knives or the bladed tool? Some are cool. Hammers are bats. Not really. And do you believe in aliens? They have to be out there, bro. Theoretically, if you had the opportunity to go to space on an alien vessel, would you go? Depends if I could go back. Fuck it. These versus no. You know that over 20% of koala bears have chlamydia? I feel like I did know that, but I didn't know it was 20%, so I guess no. Are you alone right now? I am. You get starstruck easily? Nah. You ever said a prayer? Yeah. Do you believe in magic? Nah. Do you believe in angels? Yeah. Believe in demons? Sure. Inside of all those. If you could summon a demon, would you do it? Probably not. Yeah, demons. Have you ever played other games here? I've played all except for I haven't played the twins because I didn't like okay. All right. At least they're self-aware. If you could travel back in time, would you? Yes. Do you like horror movies? Yeah, I like them. You consider yourself to be evil? No. You consider anyone to be evil? There are certainly some. 1% of the population are sociopath, which means out of 100 excuse me. Which means out of the 100 people that you've encountered in your life, you've met at least one sociopath. Chances are, did you speak to on a daily basis? Did you know that? I actually did know that 1% of the population. Do you think you could potentially be a sociopath? Uh, I mean, I experience emotions and stuff. Um, uh, I guess potentially. I don't think I am. I'd have to take like a quiz or something. It's better to kill than to be killed. Do you agree? Nah. Do you think that stealing from big corporations is acceptable? Depends on how much. If they care, I don't care. If you Are you afraid of anyone in your life? No. Do you enjoy gambling? Yeah. Are you afraid of spiders? Yep. Do you believe in legendary monsters such as Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster? Neither of these, but I'm sure there's something out there. Do you believe in vampires? No. Do you believe in lycanthropes? No. Those are like werewolves and shit. Do you have an addictive personality? Um, eh, I don't have any like addictions really, except gambling. Uh, but I bet you I could probably quit like whenever I wanted to, which is something an addict would say. But whatever. I cook. I love cooking. Would you say that you're a confident person? Um, I can be. Do you think you're physically attractive? Not really. I think that I'd make a good romantic partner. I think I'd make a great romantic partner. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? I mean, everybody lies, whether it's like a little like white lies and stuff. And I'm supposed to create. I mean, in terms of that, yes. But in terms of like full blown like actively hiding the truth, then no. Do you suffer from anxiety? Not really. Do you suffer from depression? Yes. Do you exercise daily? No, but I should. Do you stay hydrated frequently? I have water right here. Are you afraid of drowning? Who the fuck isn't? Are you afraid of a home invasion? I wouldn't want that. Have you ever broken a bone? I have not. If a killer's in your house, would you run or fight? What? Are these the what's the alternative? Hide, allow them to kill me? I guess I would run or fight. Yes. If your house was on fire and you could safely get out, but in order to save your family or your pets, they'd have to venture back and sacrifice your life to save theirs. Yeah, I would. If you contracted a fatal, incurable disease that only gave you 3 years to live, would you try to pass it? What the fuck? No, of course not. Fuck. If you were being haunted by an evil spirit, would you continue to stay in the house? Probably not. If I told you that you're currently being haunted by an evil spirit, would you believe me? No. Is money one of your favorite things? Money's just a tool to get things I actually like. Do you like quiet, relaxing music? Not really. Yeah. Are you afraid of dolls? I don't give a fuck. Once bitten, twice shy. Do you agree with this? What does that mean? Google. Once bitten, twice shy. An unpleasant experience could, yeah, that makes sense. Do you believe in love at first sight? Sure. Do you believe in the idea of soulmates? Yeah. Have you ever had a one night stand? No. Do you have a sweet tooth? I don't really like sweet things that much. I'm a sweet enough guy as it is, you see. Do you enjoy a bit of drama and chaos in your life to keep things interesting once in a while? No. I hate drama. Do you like fire? I don't really care about fire. Is there anything that you're passionate about in life? Yeah. I do painting. I do cooking. I'm streaming. Would you consider yourself to be a gentle person? I'm incredibly good at massages. Are you afraid of conflict? Not afraid, but I don't like it. Have any of these questions made you nervous? No, not really. Feeling relaxed at this moment? Yeah, I'm pretty relaxed. Do you think anyone hates you? I know people hate me. Do you hate anyone in particular? No. Are you prone to holding grudges? No. Forgive but never forget. Do you agree with this statement? I do. Everything happens for a reason. Would you agree with this statement? No. Do you like explosions? I think they could be cool. Do you enjoy the smell of burning firewood? Really depends on. I guess firewood implies like a woodsy smell. I don't know. Are you afraid of flying? No. Are you afraid of driving? No. Do you think that war between nations is healthy? That's kind of the opposite of what healthy is. I guess in terms of like technological growth, I'm sure, but in terms of it being healthy, no. Would you consider yourself to be open minded? Yes. Do you ever dream about being chased? I'm sure I have, Ben. Do you ever dream about hurting someone else? I have dreamt of that. I've dreamt of beating somebody up before, or being in a fight, more accurately. Would you consider yourself to be a violent person? I'm a pacifist, dude. I'm all bark, no bite. If I were to tell you that hell was coming for you, would you know what I meant? Well, I mean, if belief in oh, hold up, good puppy, enjoy. Um, if I were to tell you that hell was coming for you, would you know what I meant? I mean, I guess I'd imply if I did something like bad, but in terms of like belief or whatever, I mean, I guess like, I no, actually, I should have answered no. I wouldn't really know what you mean. If your answers to these questions could be supernaturally predict your potential fate, would you believe that and use cautionary procedure to change your future and save your own life? Fucking sure. That's good to know. Would you consider yourself to be incredibly self-aware? Not incredibly. I told you that mirrors are a gateway to another realm. Would you believe me? No. Can you feel something watching you right now? I have a viewer. So, hello. I can feel somebody watching me. Can you hear the whispers yet? No. Do you feel cold? No, not really. Do you feel uneasy? No. Do you feel like something is coming? That's for after the stream. If something were coming, would you have it do me? No. Do you enjoy the taste of blood? Fuck no. What? Would you rather bleed out than be set on fire? One is really slow. The other is really painful. I guess I'd rather bleed out. Would you help your best friend cover up a murder they committed? No, because I think it's very difficult to get away with murder. Do you think about death often? Yeah. Do you think you'd survive if you had to fight up a pack of wolves? Fuck no. Would you would you stay overnight in a haunted house by yourself if somebody dared you to do it? Sure. Fuck it. If someone were trying to kill you, do you think that you could take their life if you had to? I would definitely be able to kill somebody else. I don't have any qualms with that. If your mother turned into a zombie, you think you'd have what it takes to put her down? Through many tears. Yeah. If there's a hell, do you think you're going there? Well, if my Christian homies have all right, where belief in a god is mandatory. So many fucking frame drops. My internet. No. Have you ever had a sudden urge to jump for a car? Yeah, I'm just Would you ever have you ever had a sudden urge to push someone in front of a car? No. If you were to witness a murder and the killer threatened you if you told everyone that you go to the police? Yes, because if they let me go, then fucking what? Have you ever seen a ghost or anything supernatural that you couldn't explain? Yes, I have. If you could come back as a ghost, would you choose to haunt someone and make their life hell? Nah. Probably get some ghost bitches. If you could make a if you could make a deal with the devil in exchange for your soul, would you take that? No. What? Someone were hiding in your room right now, and I told you exactly where they were. Would you go check? Sure. Are you concerned that someone might be hiding in your room currently? No. My room is pretty. I can basically see everything in my room other than my closet, but I don't think there's anything in the closet because there's like a bunch of shit on the ground. It'd be uncomfortable to stand in there or hide in there. Would you ever worry that someone might be living in your house without your knowledge? I mean, I don't know how they would be able to. So, no, I don't ever worry that. Are you afraid of leaving your feet to hang off the bed? Yeah, just because usually it's like chilly. Have your feet ever been pulled while you've been sleeping? No. Have you ever felt like you were falling only to suddenly awake from sleep? Yes. That shit sucks. Do you realize that you might be incredibly fucked up? I mean, I guess. If you were crazy, you wouldn't know you're crazy. You understand? Uh, I do understand. But I guess that means I'm not crazy because I think I'm kind of crazy. If you could read people's minds and know exactly what everyone was thinking at all times, fuck that. If you could rob a bank and get away with it, would you do it? Yeah, I want money so I could do cool shit. If you could turn invisible, would you spy on people? What is the point of? Yes, of course. Are you afraid of death? No. Uh, does the thought that you might be there might nah, it is what it is. Does the thought that there might be an afterlife bother you? It doesn't bother me. Are you afraid of being abandoned? A little bit. It would suck to have a bunch of people like exit your life. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Are you afraid of being lied to by it? I don't need to be afraid. I already know they're everyone I know is a fucking bunch of snakes. And do you think that the ones around you would betray you? Uh, yeah. I mean, I have an incredibly hard time trusting people. Do you feel wasn't this already asked? No. Do you feel like you understand others fairly well, but others have a difficult time understanding you? Yes. Oh my fucking god. It's annoying. Like I wish that I don't know whether it's like it's definitely like my inability to like talk my thoughts very well, you know. Do you feel slightly more comfortable at this point? I mean, about the same. Do you feel safe? Yeah. Do you feel like you can be easily fooled by loved ones? I'm always very inquisitive regarding it, but I because I tend to trust people that I like. I don't want to be fucking dominated. You creep. Enjoy dominating other people. I mean, more than being dominated, I guess. If you could live like royalty, would you? If that means incest, then no. If that means just being rich and famous, sure. You can travel anywhere in the world once, instantly for free, but you may never return to that place again once you left. Would you do it? Sure. I mean, new place, even if I. Do you believe in time travel? Nah, I think time's pretty linear. Do you think that aliens could potentially be humans from the future just traveling back in time for various reasons? Possible. You choose to. No, I wouldn't choose to. I'm a fucking vampire. If you had to chop off one of your what? If you had to chop off one of your hands or feet to escape from a killer, would you do it? It's that or death. Does the sight of blood make you feel squeamish? If it's in like a needle or a um, what is it? If it's in a needle or like a blood bag, anything like medical, then yes. But if it's like I just like accidentally, if I'm like cooking and I accidentally like cut myself or something, which doesn't really happen, but if something like that, like I'd be like, oh, that sucks, and then just clean myself up. So I would say yeah, I guess. If you knew a doll was haunted, would you buy it? Fuck no. What? She's supposed to be superstitious. Not really. Ha. Reference. Hmm. Does the thought of being put in a straitjacket make you feel uncomfortable? Hmm. That would. I mean, can't really move your arms. Have you ever walked through a graveyard just for fun? No. Try human flesh. Nah. Once you're a cannibal, you're always going to be defined like that. Do you believe in voodoo? Nah. I told you that there is a voodoo doll that looks just like you hanging it in a tree somewhere near your house. Would that make you feel uncomfortable? It would. Do you no? Do you ever worry that you're being followed? Oh, sometimes. Usually when I'm driving, if there's somebody that's been like following me for a little bit. But are you afraid of sharks? I would never want to encounter that. Humans are more dangerous than any other animal. Do you agree? Um, I think a human has the potential to be more dangerous, but in terms of like physically, no. I'd say no. Would you consider yourself to be a dangerous person? No. I think I'm pretty peaceful. Would you rather choose the death penalty over Yeah. If I told you that there were 7 secret messages hidden throughout the last 100 or so questions, would you believe me? Yeah, I would. Do you believe that you might be in danger from a supernatural force? Nah. Would you have to be mentally stable? Nah, but who is? Actually, that's not true. There's a ton of people there. But would you trust your best friend to be alone with your lover? My best friend is gay. So, yes. Would you trust yourself to be alone with your best friend's lover? My best friend is gay, so I yes, and I am not. So, if you could leave this life behind and live one of your wildest dreams, never return to this current time again, would you do it? You know what? Fuck it. I would. Do you have a specific goal in life that you're determined to achieve? Yeah, just be happy. Would you say that you sometimes lack motivation? Frequently lack motivation. That's why my stream schedule is so dog shit. If somebody attacked you, would you attack them back? Yeah. What? Are you sure that the life that you're living is real? I'm not sure. No, I don't think anybody is. If you woke up right now and realized everything that you knew of this life was a dream, your actual life is entirely different. Uh, it truly depends on. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to get some coffee or something. Keep yawning. If you woke up right now, uh, I would be disappointed. I think if you could win the lottery but only have, would you take the money? Fuck no. Now, the final and most important question. I want you to really think about this one and answer honestly. Take your time. Don't answer too quickly. Really think about it. Are you happy? No. It's all very interesting. I'm going to turn your results into the fear machine and let it decide whether or not it wants to reveal your potential fate. I'll be taking my leave now, but it's nice getting to know you intimately. What? Will see you soon, hopefully not too soon. Uh, uh, I think we have skipped enough information on you, whether you skipped questions answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. Calculating results, analyzing very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, let me tell you what I see. I see water. So much water. You're underneath, looking up. How'd you get here? What's going on? You're wondering, panicking. A figure stands above the surface, staring down at you. An unfamiliar face, shrouded in darkness. A face of evil. You rise to the surface of the water only to reveal something familiar. A face of a loved one, but not the soul you recognize. A sinister grin is buried from ear to ear. They're watching you, looking down upon you. There's movement in the water. Suddenly you're aware. Hands reach at your feet and begin to pull you under. You struggle and kick, trying to break free. You beg your loved one to help you, but they stand there completely silent, grinning, watching. Your feet are being twisted, your ankles are being snapped. You scream in agony as you can hear the breaking of bone. Even though the density of water, the cracking is loud. You're pulled under one final time. Air bubbles rise and rise and rise, and then silence. There's still time to avoid this fate. There's still a way out. The next loved one asks the next loved one that asks you to go somewhere near water, make sure they're not wearing jewelry. The entity is attracted to jewelry. Tell them to take it off so it doesn't get lost or damaged. Leave it elsewhere. This sinister being wants to steal. Wants you. What? This sinister being wants your to feel its fate. Okay. Its deep, breathless, agonizing fate. Your secret word is submerged. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Well then. Yeah, I'm not part of the first 500 players. This game's been out for like a year and a half. All right. So that was the horoscope. I just so I stop yawning, I am going to quickly run and grab some coffee, and then I will be right back. So. Boop. Alright, I am back, and we're going to be doing the second Horoscope game. Let me just put it in full screen quick. I'm gonna get a big old spooky eyes. Alright. Before experiencing the Horoscope Fatal Awakening, it is highly recommended that you're wearing headphones, or at the very least, have your volume up. Just as important as having the volume turned up on your system comes the next step. Turn all your lights off in your room. Alright. There we go. Ooh. I like the atmosphere already. Trust me, you will get much better at it. Yeah, I just fucking did it. Okay. Back playing this game in complete darkness. The only okay, I understand. Are you ready to continue? I'm in complete darkness. Wonderful news. We can continue. Many of the scenarios and questions presented to you in this game are based on true stories and/or real-life events and experiences. The developers of this game are not responsible for any supernatural, ghostly, or demonic hauntings or damages that occur during or after playing this game. By continuing your... yeah, whatever. Nice place. Oh, it's a girl. Hot. Well. Oh, her name's Alice. Hot. Well. What do we have here? I'm surprised that you're still alive. You really shouldn't be here. I have a feeling that you come here today because you're interested in peering into your own future, into your future, more specifically the end of your future. The fact that you're here right now tells me that you're already managed to dodge a bullet. As I said, you really shouldn't be here. If you can somehow manage to escape death twice, however, well, let's just say the odds are not much in your favor. Nevertheless, you're here now, and I've not much better else to do, so I suppose that we can get started with this whole process. You do know this kind of deal comes with a price, right? I don't normally just hand out my fate readings freely. If you come to me in the past and I didn't charge you, you must have been having a very good morning and feeling quite generous. Well, I did pay for this game. It was like $2. I will make you a deal. I will tell you how you're going to die, but it's going to cost you 10% of your remaining time on Earth. If 10 years, I get one of those years. If you've got 60 years to live, now I tell you how much time you got left. Okay, I mean, I'll do it for the stream. I'll pay 10% of my remaining time. You may avoid tragedy altogether and buy yourself a little extra time amongst the living. Sounds like a pretty fair deal. Don't you think? Sure thing. What do you say? You have a deal? Sure thing. Wonderful. I'll be happy to know that most don't get to see. Now, in order for me to see what I need to see, I need you to do something that most people are unable to do. Something so simple, yet for some reason so incredibly difficult. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I need you to answer them for me. Now, that's not the hard part, you see. The most difficult part of the entire process is that I need you to answer them honestly. Some of these questions may be easier for you to answer with the utmost truth and best of intentions. But some other questions, now, let me tell you, some questions may be incredibly difficult to answer. Because answering some of these questions may make you feel a truly awful, despicable, disgusting, immoral human being. Let me tell you a little secret. There's no such thing as a good human. Everyone has their quirks. Everyone has their problems. Everyone has their vices. And everyone has their demons. Now that that's out of the way, we are going to begin. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. I cannot stress this enough. No matter how uncomfortable you are, no matter how bad it may make you feel, you must be 100% entirely honest with your answers. If you lie, you cannot be saved. The suffering you'll endure will know no bounds, and you will regret not taking a little extra time to think before answering. Take your time. Do not rush. Truly think about your answers you're giving. This has been your final warning. Whatever happens, I really gotta pay attention because the last time I definitely did not do that. Whatever happens to you from this point out is out of my control. And here we go. When you were younger, did you believe in the Tooth Fairy? I did. Do you still believe in the Tooth Fairy? I do not. Do you ever feel dead inside? Show thing. You very well might be. Have you ever had thoughts of fantasies of suicide? Yep. Have you ever fantasized about murdering another person? I have. Probably never seriously, though. Have you ever fantasized about murdering a family member? No? You still have to be an evil person. No. That's interesting. You still have to be a resentful person. No, I would say no. You just have to be an angry person. I can be, but I was. Nah, fuck it. I'll say yes. You ever killed an animal? Yep. You ever killed a person? No. If you ever had a life-threatening disease, would you intentionally spread it to someone you hated? No. If you could murder one person and get away with it, would you do it? Nah. I don't think I need to murder anybody. If you had 3 wishes, would you give them one away? Just fuck no. Would you consider yourself to be a control freak? Yes, absolutely. No one is ever truly in control. Shut up, bitch. Have you ever seen a ghost? Yeah. Are you sure? No. You woke up to a spider crawling across your eye? Fuck yeah. If you had 1 day to live, would you tell something incredibly selfish or potentially? Would you do something incredibly selfish or potentially harmful to others? Probably rob a bank, just to say how you rob a bank. Are you afraid of another person in your life? No. Have you ever been physically assaulted? Depends on what you mean by physically assaulted, but I've never been like attacked or anything, so I'd say no. You sometimes feel alone when you're in a room full of people. I guess not. I said no to the. I told you that your life matters very little in the grand scheme of things. Would you be upset by that? No. I mean, everybody's life means very little. I told you that you're unique, you're special, and that's a very good reason that you're still alive. Would you believe me? Sure. If I told you that you won't be alive much longer, would that frighten you? Yeah, there's some things that I'd like to do. Should. Thanks. If I told you that you aren't playing a game right now, what do you know that I was telling you the truth? No, this is a game technically. Do you realize that your fate revolves around how you decide to answer these questions? No. You get the sense that I might be a living entity, not just on your screen, but in your room with you at this very moment? No. If you were already dead, would you want me to tell you? Sure, I would like to know that. When you started playing this game, did you realize that you opened a portal from the spirit world to your world? No. Do you know how to shut a spirit portal once it opens? No. In order to shut a spirit portal, it requires living sacrifice. Do you have any pets? I do. Do you mind losing your pets? Yeah, I would mind. Have you noticed any strange movement occurring out of the corner of your eye? No. Have your feet been pulled while you were sleeping? No. Are you afraid of dolls? I am not. Coffee. Nice. Do clowns make you uncomfortable? A little bit. Have you ever felt like someone was holding you down while you were alone in bed? I've had dreams like that, but never like. I guess that counts. Do you ever feel like you're being watched? Sometimes. You suffer from extreme bouts of depression? I do. That's why I don't stream as often as I'd like. Would you ever feel like there might be an unseen force draining your energy? Sometimes. They say if you break a mirror that you receive 7 years of bad luck. Do you? No. That's ridiculous. Have you ever broken a mirror? I don't think I have. You realize that mirrors are typically used as gateways to the spirit realm. By breaking one accidentally opens the gateway up, that's contributing to your bad luck. No. Have you ever heard voices around you when you're alone? Yeah. You ever hear strange knocking noises when you're alone? No. Fuck you. Actually, I was like, do you believe in a higher power? I believe in the possibility of one, so I guess so. Do you believe that you have a soul? I guess so. Does the thought of being chased make you uncomfortable? I don't like being chased. I wouldn't want to be chased. When a phone rings, do you answer it immediately? Majority of the time, yeah. Do you feel like your dead relatives are watching over you? Sometimes. But for the most part, fuck it, I'll say yeah. Why not? If your mother or father randomly attempted to kill you, would you be able to... Oh, that's a tough question. God, that would fuck me up so bad. Um, mm, Fuck, I don't know. I don't think so. I think you love yourself. Love aspects of me, but for the most part, no. Do you hate yourself? For the most part, yeah. You ever randomly get a chill up your spine? Yeah, sometimes. Do you ever feel the presence of someone with you when you know certain that you're alone? Sometimes. Do bugs randomly start showing your own disappear as quickly as that game? No. Have your pets ever acted strangely if there's an invisible person somewhere near them? Probably once or twice, but no. Do objects randomly move around your house when you're not around? No. Do doors around you open or shut seemingly on their own? No, it's usually my dog. He's a little munchkin, but I don't know why. I don't even know how he does it, but he can't open my door. Do your lights ever turn on or off on their own? No. You ever wake up to your name being called? I have before. Do you feel alone right now? Yeah. You're not. Okay. Do marks or bruises randomly appear in your body? No. Are you afraid of anyone in your family? I'm not. Do you trust everyone you meet? Absolutely not. Do you truly 100% trust anyone in your life? I do not. Do you believe that one day you'll be taken from this life unexpectedly? Yeah. Do you believe in an afterlife? I think there's the possibility of one. Have you ever walked through a cemetery? I have. I've been to funerals before. Have you ever been to a funeral? Well, hey. Yes, I have. Have you ever watched someone die? I've seen a live leak video before. But I think I've always looked away right before they actually die, unless it was instant. So I'd say never in person. Have you ever taken something personal from someone that you know that you shouldn't have? No. Do you feel like someone close to you comes to you in your dreams? Yeah. Do you dream often? All the fucking time. Do you always lock your doors? No, not always. Are you positive that your doors are locked right now? No, but there's... Have you ever noticed something watching you through your window? No. Do you feel someone behind you right now? No. Do you hear strange noises in your room? No. Would you like to know exactly when you're going to die? I would like to know that, actually. Would you like to know exactly how you're going to die? I would like to know that. I'd like to know both, actually. Have you ever noticed any messages with these questions? I have not. Not been paying attention. Have you ever experienced demonic activity in your house? No. I told you that your guardian angel is being held captive, tortured, and that you're all alone right now. Would you believe me? No. You feel like you're being haunted? No. You believe in aliens? Sure. Do you believe that a zombie apocalypse is possible? Isn't there that one bug or whatever, or brain disease that's in deer or something? I feel like I heard something about that. Sure. Do you believe in vampires? No. Do you know that statistically you'll come in contact with 3 or more serial killers at some point in your life? I did not know that, but I also don't think that's fucking true. I don't think there's that many serial killers. Out of every 100 people meet statistically, no, it's one's at. This isn't true. It's 1 out of every 100 people is a sociopath, and 1 out of every 100 sociopaths is a psychopath. So it should be 1 of every 1,000 people you meet. But I guess so. I did know this, but it's just false. Have you ever wished that you were dead? I have. Are you afraid of death? I'm not. Are you afraid of everyone you know and love dying around you? I am very scared of that. I'm making note of that. Are you afraid of permanently losing your memory? I would hate to lose my memory. Are you afraid of your loved ones permanently losing their memories? I am. I don't want them to like suffer from that. I told you at the end of the session there's a chance that you'd be sacrificed to demons you unleash that. I guess, yeah. Did you know that you unleash demons by. No. Did you know that this isn't a game? I mean, it is, so you're lying. Does it make you uncomfortable that knowing 6 out of 12 playtesters that test this game have received experienced prolonged demonic activity in their heads and 3 of them are now deceased? I mean, I don't think that's true. Alright. That made me uncomfortable. Anyways, have you ever used a Ouija board? That's not how you spell Ouija. Have you ever made contact with the other side? No. You ever had a pet who's passed away far before its time? My fucking hermit grab, bro. Have you ever had thoughts that were not your own? No. Fuck. Does your back, neck, or shoulders often feel heavy or weighed down? I do have some issues with my back. Do you ever have I think it's like gamer back though. Do you ever have a habit of starting something, but for some reason can't find the motivation? All the time. All the time. Do you get sick easily? I'll go long periods with not being sick, and then I'll be sick multiple times. I guess so. Do things typically end poorly for you, even they've been going really well? I think so. Do you feel tired and just wish you could sleep all the time? Not all the time, but most of the time. Be nice. Do you sometimes have difficulty sleeping? That's the reason why I'm tired. You often lack motivation, even though you really want to be productive. Yeah. Do you often have negative thoughts that you wish you weren't? Yeah. Do you get irritated easily? I get annoyed. I have a very low tolerance for certain types of annoying things. Are your friendships or relationships often strained? Yeah. Are you unlucky in your love life and typically drawn to partners who just aren't good for you? Yeah. Do you often have ominous dreams? Yeah. Do you sometimes have dreams that you could have sworn were real and no? Yeah. Have you ever had an imaginary friend? Yes. When you're feeling happy, do you sometimes get a sudden burst of negative energy and the happiness that's quickly sucked away? Oh, yeah. Are you afraid of someone coming here and seeing behind you and not paying attention? I'm not really afraid of it. Oh. That was a pretty unexpected jump scare. Uh, that probably a that's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to more gritty questions. This next set of questions will not be yes or no questions or yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. See how well you handle your options as you delve deeper into each scenario. Remember, the key to all this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. Are you afraid? Are you using a Luigi board? And yes, is anyone here? And suddenly the planchette moves over. What did you do? Oh, I guess I'd ask him so we can do. Right. Mm. Sorry, coffee. You and your friends are sitting around a campfire and you hear a woman scream in the woods. Sounds very close. A little too dark to hike back in the car safely. No one's Elvis. What do you do? Everyone get in their tent. Um, I'm not gonna. The other three are dumb. You and your dog are curled up watching a movie for the night in complete darkness. Out of nowhere, your dog starts barking at the window. None of the usual commands to get your dog's attention work as soon as you call it down. Suddenly, your dog starts snarling and snapping as if there's something acting aggressively or menacing towards it. Your dog snarls, ending with a quick, painful yelp as it returns in fear. What do you do? I I don't know if I would call 911 because I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'd definitely grab my dog and run upstairs. You're working late one night at the office and it's very quiet in the building. You keep seeing something out of the corner of your eye, but you can't quite catch what it is. Suddenly, you smell the aroma of fresh coffee brewing, and you're certain no one's around. You hear an unfamiliar voice say your name. You look around and no one's there. The lights are in the office begin to flicker, and the printers and fax machines turn on by themselves. You hear the sound of children laughing. What do you do? I'm leaving the office. Fuck that. That should lead to an interesting. No? The holiday season, you're at your parents' house helping with dinner. You hear a door slam shut upstairs, but everyone is downstairs. What do you do? Investigate with more than one person. You're camping with your partner and laying in your tent together. You hear something approach your tent and quickly look to investigate, but nothing is there. You zip your tent back up, and suddenly something immediately unzips your tent. What do you do? Um, uh, Probably that. Try to get the fuck out of there. You're riding your bike down the street and you pass a house. You notice a clown walking to the car in the driveway, struggling to catch you. He says, "Keep staring, you'll end up like this." The clown lifts a heavy bag over his shoulder and tosses it in the trunk for training. I'm calling 911. I'm out of there, and then I'm calling. Should ask him for a balloon. You're driving home at night with your high beams on, not another car in sight. As you turn around a bend, you see a middle-aged woman on the side of the road, naked and bleeding profusely. What are you doing? Talk her through the window. You're home alone making dinner. The TV is low in the background. You can hear your name in a whisper, but you can't place the location. You look around and don't see him, but you can hear again closer. What do you do? Probably grab a kitchen knife. You're lying in bed and at night, and you finally drift off to sleep. You're having a lovely dream, and suddenly you're awakened by something grabbing hold of your leg and shaking you to consciousness. What do you do? Uh, like that. You're walking through the grocery store at night, but nobody's in the store. It's completely empty. No customers, no cashiers. Everyone has vanished. Suddenly, you see a tall, dark man staring at you. He begins to sprint towards you. What do you do? Um, I'm not gonna lie that I have a gun. The fuck? You're in the bathtub at home, and suddenly the bathroom lights turn off. The bathroom door begins to unlock itself, and the door slowly creeps open, but no one's standing there. What do you do? Get out of the bathroom. Wait in the bathroom. Interesting decisions you made. You may not wish to choose to answer one of these, but no matter how many uncomfortable answers might be, just matter you have a gun to your head. When making the decisions, coffee, you must answer. Now, let us continue. Would you rather kill and eat your best friend or let your best friend kill and eat you? Guess. I don't know if I could live with that, dude. But I also don't know if he'd be able to. Sorry, Logan. Would you rather fight a serial killer to death or attempt to run away and escape? I'd definitely try to run away. Would you rather kill both your parents to save all your friends or kill all of your friends to save both your parents? I don't have too many. I'd probably save my mom and dad. I don't have that many friends. There wouldn't be that many lives. Would you rather be stuck on a rooftop surrounded by a horde of zombies down below you, or be stuck in a cabin with a large pack of hungry wolves standing out, surrounding the outside? I'd rather. I would rather just. I can't. If I'm stuck in a cabin, that's like. It won't be like. I'd rather the wolves. Would it be adopted by aliens or adopted by a serial killer? Uh, Probably aliens. Would you rather be possessed by a demon or hack the person apart that you love most? Or the person who. I'd rather the person I love most kill me. Would you rather hijack a plane and crash in the ocean or be on the plane that gets hijacked and crashes into a mountain? Neither of these are good. I don't want to. I guess I'd more likely survive in an ocean. Would you rather be caught in the middle of a gang war or caught in the middle of two lions fighting? Well, the lions will kill me. Gang war, probably not. Would you rather be stranded in the middle of an ocean in open water while slightly bleeding, or be stranded in the middle of a desert while heavily bleeding? Well, slightly bleeding is not that bad, even with sharks. They probably wouldn't fucking bother me that much. Would you rather be captured by modern day pirates or be captured by pirates from the 1700s? Modern day pirates usually don't kill their they don't usually kill their captives because it's valuable. Would you rather die of starvation or die of dehydration? Dehydration would be quicker, but more painful. So probably starvation. Would you rather have a fend off home intruder in your house or be surrounded by fire in your own house? I'd prefer a home intruder. Would you rather ingest an extremely toxic mushroom and get bitten by an equally dangerous venomous snake? The snake would probably be better. Cause you usually just. Uh, would you rather visit a haunted insane asylum with no lights or visit a haunted circus with no lights? Mm, haunted circus. Would you rather be haunted by a very angry ghost or a very neutral demon? I guess I'd do neutral demon if he doesn't do anything. If he's indifferent, it doesn't matter. Would you rather eat your favorite pet in order to survive an incident or eat a complete stranger's body? Well, the stranger's already dead. Would you rather be stabbed 3 times in each leg or be stabbed once in the stomach? Ooh, I'd rather be stabbed 3 times in each leg, as long as it doesn't hit my carotid artery or whatever it is, like that one artery that's near your thigh. Would you rather have your head held under cold water for 3 minutes or have your head plunged into boiling water for 10 seconds? Cold water, probably. I don't think I would drown in three. Would you rather die alone or would you rather die surrounded by all your friends and family? Friends and family. Would you rather have 3 dozen live spiders funneled down your throat or let a half dozen live scorpions? I'd probably prefer the scorpions. Would you rather stay in an extremely haunted mansion for 72 hours or attempt to survive in your own house with a serial killer for 24? I think an extremely haunted mansion would probably be better. Would you rather sleep in a cellar that a known witch used to live in for one night or sleep in an abandoned hospital that's notoriously haunted for one night? The witch used to live there. Would you rather that someone has been watching you in your room this entire time or be completely oblivious to them standing there? I prefer to be oblivious, I guess. I find your eyes to be very revealing. I've learned a lot. I'm sure that you will as well. Let me take a look at you as a whole and dive deep into what fate has in store for you. Ah, yes, I believe we've come to a verdict. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is how I can see your life ending. Oh, well, this is rather unfortunate. Oh, great. I see you. You're fast asleep, completely oblivious. Fuck. Footsteps begin to approach the room in. Bleh. Footsteps begin to approach the room in which you're sleeping. You have no idea what's about to happen. You don't even awaken. Footsteps approach you, and they stop at your unconscious body. A tall, dark man wearing raggedy black clothes stands above you, staring above you as you sleep. He strokes your cheek gently as he watches you, but you do not awaken. He's holding something in his hand. He's holding something in both of his hands. A stoic expression is present on his face as he lifts his left hand and begins to dump liquid from a red container into your sleeping area. He's carrying a gas can. He's dousing you in gasoline. On the other hand, he's holding an old, rusty blowtorch. After sufficiently coating your covers in the surrounding area in gas, he turns the blowtorch and lights it aflame. You're still asleep for a few moments until he... How the fuck am I still asleep? I would definitely wake up if somebody's pouring fucking gas on me. What? If you're still asleep... Sorry, this is just, like, ridiculous. Until he tosses the can aside and grips a large curved meat hook strapped to his belt loop. He raises the meat hook up high before coming down and playing it right inside your chest. The dark man rips the meat hook away in one swift motion. You awaken the sensation of flesh and muscle being ripped away and torn from your chest. The man stares at you and you scream, soaking up the agony for a brief moment before he leaps through the flames and runs out of your house. It doesn't take you long before you're completely surrounded by flames and your legs begin to burn. Your skin is melting and crackling quickly across your body. Your death goes on for moments, but it feels like an eternity as you're cooked alive. But it doesn't have to end this way. It definitely will not. It's not too late for you to escape your fate. You must keep your windows locked or blocked in the coming weeks. You must keep your door locked as well. If you hear a knock at your door and you're not expecting a visitor, do not answer it. If it sounds like someone is attempting to open your door, make sure that you're home, but do not open it. The man is there to test your home's defenses and to see if there's a way in easily and quietly. However, the man will not risk his face being exposed until he's secured his skill. You must leave the door locked. Wait for him to attempt to enter your home and test the door, and scare him away by showing that you're awake. He will not attempt to enter your home again after this single failed attempt, but you best be awake when he comes. You'll only get one chance to change your fate. And believe me, he will come. I hope this helps you. Wish you the best of luck. Your secret word is gasoline. Remember this word, it will come in handy. So submerged and gasoline are my two words. Alright, cool. Secret word, yada yada. Alright, nice. Alright. Alright, cool. So I'll just Alt F4 that, and then we'll go on to Survive or Thrive. Make it full screen. Alright. New game. Well, hello there, partner. It looks like you've seen better days. Oh, hold on. There we go. Just had to change the topic. Well, hello there, partner. Looks like you've seen better days. I'm Steve Sherwin. You may have been see my hit show on TV where I deal with deadly animals that want to kill, maim, or eat me for breakfast. You know, the one called Steve Show, where he deals... Yeah. Anyways, enough about old Steve. Talk about you. You're out here in the wilderness. Oh, wait, I can turn my lights on back on. So I take it that you know a thing or two about surviving in the elements, mate? Oh, maybe you don't... No, that's like a really bad Australian accent. You have no idea what you're talking about right now. Crikey. That would be a nightmare for the uninitiated. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask a whole load of questions, and you're going to answer them for me. And when I'm done, I'm going to tell you what survival situation... The music is so loud. Hold on. There. Correct. So, yada yada. I can't wait to see how good you are at surviving. Or how incredibly intelligent you are when it comes to survival basics. But that's fun too. Let's get started, shall we? Do you ever hear one or more voices in your head commanding you to do things you ought not to? No. Do you ever knowingly or intentionally broken the law? Probably. Do you believe that it's possible that right now, at this very point in time, you could be crazy and not realize it? I feel like I know I'm crazy. Have you ever felt like you were truly losing your mind or slipping into the realm of insanity? Yeah. If you ever have, whoa. If someone were to attempt to take your life, do you believe that you'd be capable of taking their life in self-defense? Yes. These games are kind of redundant. Would you say that you excel at thinking on your feet in high-pressure situations? Um, I would say sure. No, I can think on my feet, but not like I would say no. Whatever. If your life is in jeopardy, do you believe that you'd be able to climb a tree? No, I'm terrible at climbing. Believe you'd be capable of starting a fire in the wilderness if you could have no. I'm sure I could try. Would you would you say that you excel at reading other people fairly well? I'm pretty good at reading people. If you were to provide, excuse me, if you were provided with a map and compass, do you believe that you'd be capable of navigating and finding your way to a specific location? Yeah, I mean, I think so. Do you often walk with headphones in each of your ears, listening to music or other sounds? Yeah. When you're out in public, would you consider yourself to be generally aware of your surroundings? For the most part. Do you believe in defending what is yours even before helping others? Um, in most situations, yeah. Do you think that the current society stands would benefit from having one night each year where people commit any crime with no risk of consequence? Uh, I don't think. I think it would kill off a lot of people that other people don't like. Hmm, fuck it. If you were handed a sophisticated firearm made with foreign advanced technology, do you feel confident that you'd be able to figure out how to use it in a high pressure life or death situation? Depends on how advanced the technology is, but I know how to use guns. Do you personally believe that street security camera (CCTV) is a breach of privacy in public spaces such as streets or sidewalks? Um, I would say no, because a lot of those are like outside businesses and shit. If you heard a nuclear alarm warning, would you know what to do next? Die. That is what I would do. So I guess die is what I'd probably do. Do you believe that it's justifiable reason to? Do you believe that a justifiable reason exists to the use of nuclear weapons at the time of war? No, I don't think nuclear weapons should be used. If nuclear blast were to obliterate everyone you knew and loved, would you? Do you feel confident that you'd be able to hold yourself together enough from a mental standpoint in order to get to safety? I'd try. I don't think. I think it would hit me late. But if aliens were to exist, do you believe that they would be more intellectually advanced than humans? Probably. We're probably. The existence of Twitter proves that majority of the human race is pretty fucking dumb. Or maybe not. Maybe the people who don't have internet are just more intelligent. Do you believe that aliens exist within our galaxy? Probably. Do you believe that aliens have already visited Earth? Yeah, sure. Hypothetically, do you believe that it's possible that an alien race has discovered a way to time travel? Probably. Do you believe that it's even remotely possible that the current human race would potentially be an alien human hybrid? Sure. If you had no one to assist you and no manual to learn from, do you believe that if you were given enough time, you could teach yourself to hotwire a car? Enough time, I'm sure. Eventually, probably. Are typically quick to trust others when making new friends. Um, yeah, I like I'm untrustworthy to like a certain point, but generally I'll tell like like I'll tell them enough so that it's like friendly or whatever. I'm pretty good at making friends. It's just um, I don't know. If you were in a coma for 4 weeks and you awoke in a foreign country, lost, confused, and all alone, do you believe that you could figure out how to find your way home without the assistance of other living humans? Um, without the assistance, I don't think that. I mean, yeah, I think I'd be able to. Do you trust that your cardiovascular strength and endurance is suitable enough for you to escape from a large predator if it were attempting to chase you down? No. If you happen to find a lockpicking set with no instruction manual, do you believe that you could manage to figure a way to properly use? I have actually done this before. I didn't know how to lockpick. I played Oblivion, like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I figured out how to unlock like a basic like lock or whatever. So yes, I would be able to do that because I could do that in real life. Would you say that you're good at manipulating others people's emotions? Yeah, pretty easy. All you got to do is mix in some, learn like a little bit of personal stuff about them, and then find something that they dislike, and then try to apply either the opposite of that or the like what that is. So like if you're trying to if you're trying to manipulate somebody into hating something, make it as similar to the thing that they hate as possible. So like if you're trying to hate, if they hate somebody and you want them to hate somebody else, then it's pretty easy if you apply um, like that. I mean, theoretically, you could manipulate them the same way where it's like if you find something that they like, but that also requires them to be truthful with you, which I mean, most I don't I think most people lie um, about not most things in their life, but a good portion of them. So it's like when emotions and tensions run high, are you able to keep yourself calm? Um, yeah, it's usually like explosive then calm. When you're in a public place, do you ever pay attention where the emergency exits are? It really depends on where I am, but I'd say for the most part, yes. Do you believe that your peers would consider yourself to be a competent cook? I have yet to have somebody say that my cooking sucks. Would you describe yourself as mechanically inclined? Not really. Have you had an oil change to your vehicle you're unfamiliar with? Do you believe that you could figure out in a timely manner? No, I don't even know how oil changes work, dude. Should you consider yourself to be confident and figure out how to take apart a foreign engine? No. If you're lost in the woods without any food, would you be confident in your ability to make traps and catch small animals? Probably try to forage, but I think I could make like some like string traps or something. Would you consider yourself to be resourceful when you don't have all the right tools you need for a particular project? Yeah, I can usually wing it. Do you believe that you can make convincing camouflage out of materials found solely in nature? Um, yeah, I think so. Just like get some leaves. Do you believe that if you had to, you could move quickly and quietly simultaneously? No, usually it's one or the other. Usually I can move quiet but not quick. Do you think your peers would consider yourself to be detail oriented? Yeah, like obsessive with that shit. Are you confident in your ability to communicate with someone who speaks an entirely different language than you? Usually hand gestures works fine. So I'll try. Do you believe that if aliens do exist, that it's possible that they've had a hand in pushing humanity forward? Only if they visited us. Would you consider yourself to be clever when it comes to understanding scientific? About average. Would you when you feel confident in your ability to repair a broken firearm using no way? Would you, if you were given the opportunity to travel to a different period in time for a week, would you take it? Sure. I have done this before. Yeah, that's pretty easy. All you got to do is like weave. If you know how to weave grasses, you can make shoes pretty easily. Would you consider yourself? It's annoying. It's tedious. Takes hours, but you can do it. Would you consider yourself to be more of a hunter than a gatherer? No, I'm definitely a gatherer. It's way easier to forage. Is it being is being in dark tight spaces anxiety? Yeah, I'd say so. I don't like surprises. I prefer to like I don't even really mind like when stuff is spoiled for me. So like if it's like a movie or the ending of a video game, I wouldn't say I prefer being spoiled, but I definitely don't mind it because then it just creates a different experience for me. So it's like, okay, I know how this is going to end, or I know this is going to happen. When is it going to happen? Is it going to be like impactful when it does happen? I can usually sort of like recognize that. It makes for an enjoyable experience nonetheless, but it's just like a different form of enjoyment. Are you confident in your ability to keep yourself entertained for days on end without any other human interaction? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at just sort of talking to myself. Do you believe that you could figure out how to navigate your way out of an underground cave if your navigational tools were lost when diving? Fuck no. What? Have you ever fantasized about the idea of venturing to outer space? I mean, it'd be kind of cool. Does the thought of being alone for the rest of your life make you uncomfortable? A little bit. Have you ever built a machine or contraption of some sort? Some sort. I built like a little like solar powered thing in like science class. Would you consider yourself to be mathematically inclined? I am horrible at math. If you're stranded on an island, would you make a friend out of an inanimate object in order to keep yourself company? Eh, probably just for fun. Does it make you feel uncomfortable to think that over 80% of the Earth's ocean is still unexplored? Not uncomfortable, I just think it's cool. But no. Are you confident with your ability to make tools required to fish in order to survive in the wilderness if you had no conventional tools to work with? Um, yeah, probably just like make a net or something. Or some sort of like estuary, like in a section of a pond. Do you believe that you could swim a mile if you had to, a mile? Um, it really depends on. I would have to do like a lot of like the floaty things. If it's in the ocean, I'd straight die. If it's in a lake, maybe. If it's like a mile long pool, which I would have to for some reason, I don't know. I think that that's like a hard maybe. I guess I'd have to try. Would you consider yourself to be physically fit? Not really. I've gotten better, but still not. I haven't hit my goals yet since I've made new goals. Have you? Are you confident in your ability to outrun most of your peers? No. Would you consider yourself to have a good hand-eye coordination? I can catch flies of the air, bitch. Do you believe that it's more important to be book smart than it is to be street smart? Um, it's good for conversations, but I would say it is more important to be book smart. Do you believe that you'd be able to complete a mission in order to survive, even if the outcome is severely misaligned with your own personal morals? Sure, but it's to survive. Do you often get angry or grumpy when you haven't eaten in a while? Sometimes. Would you be confident in your ability to identify potentially poisonous plants in the wild without a guide? No. Are you confident in your ability to identify venomous animals in the wild without a guide? Uh, I know. Excuse me. I know that with spiders, or not spiders, sorry, with snakes, yeah, it is completely dependent on like the shape of their eye. If they have like that slit, like cat looking eye, then they're poisonous, and if they have round eyes, then they're not poisonous. So I guess in terms of snakes, yeah, spiders, I don't really know. You tend to get seasick or carsick when traveling. Seasick, yes. Carsick, no. But I don't go in the sea, so it's even 50-50, so I'd say no. Would you consider yourself to be clumsy or perhaps even uncoordinated? Really depends on the day. I guess yes. Would you consider yourself prone to road rage? I say a lot of bad words. So yeah. Have you ever fantasized about being on a reality TV show? Fuck that. Do you believe in the phrase mind over matter rings true and accurate in most situations? I guess. Do you enjoy the adrenaline rush that's often accompanied with being scared? No. Would you consider yourself to be the type of person that puts off a project to the last minute? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be more of a lighter lover than a fighter? Yeah. Do you often dress in multiple layers of clothing even when it could be considered climatically unnecessary? Not often. Would you consider yourself to be easily adaptable when it comes to situations that don't go according to plan? Yeah, I'm pretty good at improv. Crikey, that's probably a good place for us to stop. Basic questions. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, mate. This next set of questions will be a bit different. They will be filled with various scenarios that will help me determine what kind of survivor you are, or what kind of survivor you are not. Let's see how well you handle these ones, mate. Would you rather be sentenced or to imprisonment for a crime that you did not commit, or be committed to an insane asylum when you know for a fact that you are not crazy? Prison over an insane asylum. Would you rather have a voice in your head constantly singing the same song over and over and over again, or would you rather see a hallucination of someone dancing around you at all times? The hallucination of somebody dancing would probably be better. Would you rather? Oh, excuse me. Would you rather have to fight off a swarm of robotic venomous bees or a couple of rabid raccoons on steroids? I guess read. I guess the raccoons. Would you rather be in solitary confinement for 10 years or have to fight to the death with. What the fuck? I'd rather do the 10 years. If you and another person enter a talent competition together, would you prefer your partner to be athletic or would you prefer them to be a crowd pleaser? It's a talent competition. The fuck? Crowd pleaser. Would you rather be picked up by a random stranger while hitchhiking or be forced to pick up a random hitchhiker and drive them to their destination? Um, I guess I'd prefer to this one. Would you rather grow up and find out that your parents are serial killers, or would you rather your child be a serial killer and have to live with that knowledge? I'd rather prefer my parents because I can just leave. If you were being held against your will in a hostage situation, would you rather be locked in a basement or locked in an attic? Definitely an attic because then I can just jump out a window. You've lost a bet. You cannot back down for it. You must acquire money that you do not have in a timely manner. Would you rather steal from a local store or from your neighbor? I'd rather steal from a local store. If one night per year all crime is legal and there are no repercussions to your actions, would you participate in the chaos or would you try to stay in and stay safe? I I would probably stay in, even though it really depends. I think I'd probably try to steal something, but in the event of a nuclear holocaust, would you rather be stuck with your friends or would you rather be stuck with your family? Remember, you're stuck with these people for a very long time. Um, Probably my friends over my family. Cause I prefer most of my friends, like in terms of company. If you had to live off one canned food item to provide you with the nutrients that you need to survive for one full year, would you rather be canned vegetable paste or canned meat paste? Vegetable because it doesn't specify vegetable. Which vegetable? I think probably better. If nuclear war broke out, would you rather survive in the entire ordeal and learn to adapt in the new world, or live a protective barrier around you and provide your home and live life exactly as you are now, but never be allowed to leave the bubble? I guess the safety of my home. As long as I have like internet access, I wouldn't mind. Would you rather be alive and present during an alien invasion or alive and present during a robot uprising? Alien invasion, because robots will probably take me out. Oh, sex robots. Fuck. Oh well. That'd probably be like Terminators. I don't think that would be as good. If there were to be an alien invasion, would you rather be the aliens be organic or cybernetic? Probably organic. Would you rather the human race move to an alien planet or have an alien race permanently move to Earth? Um, I'd rather. Hmm, rather have I guess an alien race relocate to Earth. Would you rather be painfully and slowly turned into a zombie, or rather watch that person that you love most turn into a zombie? I'd rather be turned into a zombie. Would you rather know how the end of the world happens or when? I don't definitely know when. I don't care about how that much. If there was a catastrophic event taking place, would you attempt to find your friends and family first, or attempt to find safer ground first? Definitely find safer ground because I can't do anything to help my family if we're all going to die. Would you rather be forced to escape a hostage situation by jumping out of a fast moving vehicle or jumping from a second story when. Oh, if it's only a second story, fucking obviously. Would you rather be force fed your best friend's body or forced to kill your own favorite pet's body? I guess I'd have to. Sorry, Toby. Would you rather have to scream at the top of your lungs in order to communicate with others, or be completely mute for the rest of your life? Mute. If you're the last person on Earth, would you rather stay the same general area and move as resources become scarce? Would you rather travel around and sightsee? I'd definitely sightsee. The fuck? Would you rather be the last person on Earth to share it with loads of animals, or have live in a small community of Earth with 100 people? Well, if all animals are wiped out, I mean, I guess I would rather survive the last 100 people. Because I mean, I like having conversations, dude. Would you rather watch everyone you know and love die all at once, or would you rather die a slow, painful death, having your skin peel off layer by layer for weeks in order to save them? I'd definitely die a painful death. A madman who is hellbent on suicide mission has hijacked the plane you're on. There's no way to stop him, but he's giving you and only you the choice of whether you want the plane to catch. Would you rather the plane crash in a desert, or would you rather crash in an ocean? Ocean, because I can at least attempt to survive there. Would you rather be on the run from a person attempting to hunt you down, or be chased by a starving mountain lion? Um, Probably a person over a lion. Would you rather be stranded in the desert in the summer or a frozen tundra in the winter? Probably tundra. Would you rather lose a toe to frostbite or fall through a lake, be trapped on your ice, and have to figure out how to escape? So die or lose a toe. Would you rather be anally probed by aliens with an enormous drill, or be forced to eat alien feces and perform test experiments to see how? I guess depends on how enormous the drill is, and if it rips me apart. Uh, it is, I guess, probed because at least I know what I'm getting myself into. Would you rather live the rest of your life as the pet of an alien or be kept as a zoo-like attraction for alien tourists? Probably a pet. Would you rather not be able to read or write, or not be able to speak or understand a spoken word? Fuck reading and writing, I guess. Would you rather have to figure out how to escape from a T Rex in the mountains, or figure out how to escape from a pterodactyl in the jungle? It's a bird. I think the pterodactyl would be easier to escape from. Would you rather have to chase your dinner every time you're hungry, or constantly have to defend your food storage from scavengers or threats? Um, Defend my food storage. Would you rather be covered in ticks or covered in leeches? Leeches are easier to get off. When you dive underwater, would you rather lose your underwater vision or lose your underwater hearing? Underwater hearing. Would you rather be the leader of a group, but you have to decide every decision that's made with the influence of others? Would you rather be a part of a group where everyone has a say? I definitely want to make all the decisions. Fucking what? Would you rather have the ability to breathe underwater or be able to communicate with sea creatures? Breathe underwater. Would you rather drift through space forever while wearing a spacesuit, or be stuck in I'd rather be 250 square foot room. Would you rather be forced to team up with two other people to survive, or whom you do not get along with, or survive all by yourself? I can work well with people I don't like. Would you rather survive on powdered food for the rest of your life, or liquefied food for the rest of your life? Probably liquefied. Would you rather have to defend yourself in open water from a shark, or a school of tiny flesh-eating fish? Um, this will kill me. Shark, I guess. Would you rather be dehydrated in the middle of an ocean or starving in the desert? Starving. Would you rather have to scavenge for food or scavenge for water? Scavenge for food. Would you rather be skilled with bladed weaponry or excellent shot? Excellent shot. Would you rather have to attempt to escape from a stampede or have to dodge a barrage of arrows across an open field? Beta stampede. Would you rather have a good group of survivors with you, but always have to keep moving, or stay by yourself and have a safe place? I guess group of traveling survivors. Would you rather have all the survival knowledge but know-how but no material tools to work with, or all the tools to spies? So this doesn't have knowledge, of course. What would you rather farm and grow your own food, or forage and hunt for your own food? Farm and grow. Crikey, mate, you sure have some interesting answers. Just got a few more questions for you. We're almost done. Some of these would be harder to answer than others. Some of these are going to matter a hell of a lot. Oh my god. I think this will be the last one because I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Some of these questions are not what they appear to be at first. Some of the answers that you may choose may clearly be better than others until you truly think hard about them. Treat each question as if you're truly in that situation. Put yourself in those shoes. If you choose the wrong answer, you're dead, mate. Like I said, take your time, think the scenarios through thoroughly, put yourself in each situation, and imagine yourself carrying out each option before answering. And think about how hard your choice may affect your chances of survival. Trust me on that one. I hope you're ready, because here we go. You're being committed against your will by into a mental hospital, but you don't believe you belong there. What do you do? Hmm. Huge mistake, huh? Very interesting. You've been convicted of murder, but you swear you did not commit the crime you were convicted of. You're heading into your new cell where you serve your life in prison when suddenly the guard has a heart attack. This guard hits the floor right before he loses consciousness. He looks at you with pained eyes and asks, "Help me." What do you do? I mean, if I'm going to be here, I'm not going to try to escape and let somebody just die. It's not his fucking fault. All the other guards for help. You're in a game of death. The only winner survives. Oh, it's battle royale. You see a contestant clearly trying to escape the air. Put them back and execute them. Definitely that. Granted, it's probably publicized, so probably fucked. You're walking down the street alone when suddenly you wake up and find your hands zip tied behind your back and something covering your head. Can't tell where you are, but you feel you're moving. What do you do? Definitely this one. You've been kidnapped by a serial killer and you think you may have found a window to escape through, but it's a tight fit and you've been completely defenseless while attempting to escape. You know that you might be able to escape, but if you get caught, you'll surely be dead. What do you do? Hmm. Taking the chance. Fuck it. The government of your country has made a special holiday where one day each year all crimes. Why are there so many fucking? What is this movie called? The Purge. Why are there so many Purge references? All crimes legal and all actions and choices made between the hours of 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. will no longer will impose no consequences or repercussions. Generally speaking, things do get a bit out of control. You can expect most of the heinous crimes to be committed on this night. You live alone in an apartment complex, and the special event is about to start in 45 minutes. You have an elderly woman across the hall and a single father of two infants in the apartment next to you. You realize that your apartment is at least 4 to 5 to 3, and you don't have much in terms of no one can be trusted and considered an ally this night. What do you do? Bunker up together. You're stuck in an extreme form of quarantine where no one's allowed to leave their homes for the next 6 months for any reason whatsoever. COVID. Anyone who's occupied will be shot on sight by military servicemen. The dead of night, you hear someone breaking into your house. You go downstairs to approach them and you're standing naked in the kitchen, freshly eating the last of your rations. What do you do? Probably this one. Then I'd report them afterwards. You're stuck in a bunker with your closest friends and family members after a nuclear meltdown has changed the world for the foreseeable future. Rations are starting to get low, and you're pretty certain one of your best friends is on their deathbed. You can't continue the rations you've been doing. You should have, but you also cannot leave the bunker. Now I'm sure to let you alone seconds. What do you do? Um, mm, Guess cannibalism's the only option, really. You're driving down a country road late at night when out of nowhere you see a bright round beam of light coming out of the clouds and shining into a nearby field. You see a round, saucer like craft with something descending down from the vessel through the beam of light. What do you do? Fucking record that bitch. You're amidst post-apocalyptic ruins of what used to be in your local convenience store. You're scavenging for supplies and you're all alone, or so you think. You turn the corner, two walking corpses catch sight of you and you begin to shovel towards you. Then they appear to be slow moving, dumb as rock zombies at first, but suddenly they start spraying you, picking up speed quickly. There's a metal pipe laying in, there's an open door to the street. There's too dark to see inside. What do you do? I'm definitely gonna try to fight the zombies. During the zombie outbreak, you and your best friend have managed to stay relatively safe. One day, your best friend returns from spying and something seems a little off. Your friend looks a little sick. By a little sick, it means he's vomiting profusely, turning gray, starting to mumble something about brains. What do you do? Mercy kill. You fall asleep at night, comfortably in the safety and security of your own bed. But when you awaken, you are trapped in a strange place, unable to move and chained to the wall. The chains are fairly loose, and you feel like you could break free, but there's no windows to escape from, and there's loud music coming from another room, so screaming won't do you any good. What do you do? Um, I will probably. Hmm. Yeah, probably that one. You are the last person on Earth. The area that you've been surviving in has begun to run low on resources, and you need to find a new place to set up camp for too long. All the cars around you have been broken down. Biking and walking uses too much energy. You're surrounded by wilderness all around your city, and the ocean is 1 mile away. What do you do? Hmm. Probably scavenge more. There's a virus that has killed everyone on Earth except you. When out gathering supplies and mountains, you fall and suspect that you've broken your arm. There's no way you can climb the mountain but get back home without supporting your arm first. What do you do? Make a splint. Alright. Should be really interesting, but I'm going to decide for what sort of situation you'd best be adapted to survive in. Hopefully, if you ever end up in a situation like this, you can survive as well as I think you can. But with that being said, untimely, one wrong move can mean you're dead. Based on what you told me, I'm going to paint a little picture for you, and we'll see what happens. What you think of your chances? You're drifting in the Great Blue Main. Oh fuck, I'm dead. A wide open body of water, the sea, the ocean, the surface of the watery depths themselves. You're stranded alone. You're stranded and alone, floating on a small vessel, a vessel that you may or may not be comfortable being on. Sharks decide to circle. Oh boy. Sharks circle you as you're floating in the water atop your small boat, making you feel like you're floating lunch meat. One of them gets bold and bumps your boat, almost flipping it over. Fuck this. Suddenly, you're spontaneously thrashing at the water below. Killer whales have come to your rescue. They also bash the sharks and chase them away. The water crashes around you. You may have gotten a little bit lucky, but you're still a lot of bit of trouble, mate. Hunger sets in, and thirst in the sweltering sun is getting the best of you. And the salty seawater is no good for drinking. Thankfully, you've got a few supplies. And what you don't have, you're able to get through with or without, get by without, or what? Without or use this. Hold on. Thankfully, you've got a few supplies, and what you don't have, you're able to get by without, or use your skills to craft makeshift tools and equipment to get you through the harsh times. While you may not be entirely adept in dealing with situations such as this, you're not an incomplete imbecile. You have enough common sense to figure out what area you are and how long it's going to take to get rescued. You manage to throw it off any further ocean threat that comes your way, including those annoying seagulls that keep pecking at you. Wait, seagulls? Seagulls only fly close to land, so you know that there's land somewhere nearby. You head to the direction of the seagulls until land appears, paddling your way to safety until finally you hit that fresh sandy beach. Time to be rescued. You made it, mate. Your survival skills have come in handy. You managed to land yourself in a survival situation that most certainly could handle. Your chances of surviving being stranded in the ocean are very high. Very nice. That's no easy task, mate. You should be proud of yourself. A lot of other folks would have been dead long ago, so well done. Your secret word is seagull. Remember this word. It will come in handy. Okay, so submerged, gasoline, and seagull. Those are the 3 words that I've gotten in these 3 playthroughs. Results been, yeah, it's based on a lot. Yeah, the same old stuff. But yeah, I do like these games. I think I'll do the next 3 of them. Either my next stream or next stream will finish up Metal Gear Rising. Unless we do like a multiplayer thing. But yeah, I mean, this has been 3 random games. Have a good night, everyone.